So we will continue with the methods of starting synchronous motor as a slip ring induction motor. So at the starting, these contacts are connected to this variable resistor which are forming a closed circuit. So this rotor is a closed circuit with the stator three-phase supply. So our synchronous motor will start as a three-phase slip ring induction motor. As this rotor gathers a sufficient speed, then we will, with the help of this triple pole double throw switch, we are connecting the DC supply to the rotor. As DC supply is connected to rotor, there will be the pole formation on a rotor. The number of poles of rotor is similar to number of poles of stator, and stator and rotor will get pulled into the synchronism. Now why we are using this method over a damper winding? So this method, as we are providing external resistance, or we can add external resistance in this method, we can achieve high starting torque. So this is one of the advantage of this method. Now last method is using a small DC machines coupled to it. So a small DC machine we are coupling with our synchronous motor to start a synchronous motor. Now this machine are used as a DC motors to rotate the synchronous machine at synchronous speed. Then the excitation to the rotor is provided as we have discussed in our procedure. Then once motor starts running as a synchronous motor, the same DC machine acts as a DC generator called a exciter. Means this the machine which we have used to drive the rotor to achieve the speed near about the synchronous speed. Now that same motor acts as a exciter when our motor is pulled into synchronism, and that this exciter provides the excitation to our field winding. The field of the synchronous motor is then excited by this exciter itself. Okay, so we need not to give any other supply or any external DC supply to our synchronous motor, but this DC machine itself acts as an exciter and giving the supply to our field winding. So we just want to give a three-phase AC supply to our stator. So these are the four methods by which we can start a synchronous motor. Using Pony motor, this is very conventional. We just have to rotate a rotor by help of some small induction motor or DC motor. The second is by using damper winding. Damper winding is nothing but the squirrel cage rotor which is used in induction motor. So your synchronous motor will start as a squirrel cage induction motor, and then we are giving DC supply to rotor. Your rotor will get pulled into the synchronism with the stator and it will run as a synchronous motor. Then in the third method, this squirrel cage rotor will be replaced with the slip ring rotor. Okay, only the advantage of this method is we can achieve high starting torque, and we can change or we can add the external resistance. And last method, by using DC machines. By using DC machines, first we can use this machine to run a rotor, and then this same machine, first this machine will act as a motor to rotate a rotor, and after our rotor pulled into the synchronism, the same machine acts as a generator to provide the DC supply to our field as an exciter. Okay, so these are the four methods, very simple methods to start synchronous motor. Thank you.